They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral Health in Lincoln offers outpatient therapy for those 19 and over. The Bridge is conveniently located in the South Haymarket and near city bus lines. With payment options through insurance and a sliding fee scale, services are available for any adult 19 and over seeking help. Call 402-477-3951 to learn more or schedule your appointment today. The Bridge Behavioral Health is a local substance use treatment facility offering hope and a solid foundation for recovery through substance use treatment and behavioral health interventions. Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today.
I'm ready.
Burgers?
Check.
Chips?
Check.
Icy cold beer?
Check. Except this one.
I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico!
Relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
HealthLink is elevating the human experience with holistic health, weight loss, nutrition, fitness, and wellness solutions. They offer one-on-one health coaching while personalizing nutrition and wellness plans for structure and simplicity. HealthLink provides nutritious foods such as high-protein entrees, meal replacement snacks, and supplements. But that's not all. If you mention 93.7 The Ticket, you'll get a 5% discount on your order and $20 off your first month if you start a HealthLink subscription. Find your missing link with HealthLink today on the southeast corner of 70th and Pioneers or by phone at 402-858-9356.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today.
I'm ready.
Burgers?
Check.
Chips?
Check.
Icy cold beer?
Check. Except this one.
I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico!
Relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
Serve Nebraska is inviting you to help thank volunteers for their service to our communities. The Step Forward Awards are Nebraska's highest awards for volunteer service, and you can show your appreciation for their hard work by attending the awards luncheon coming up on October 4th in Omaha. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. Made possible by sponsors like Omaha Public Power District. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Raising Cane's is celebrating our golden birthday, but not just with the deliciously golden hand-battered chicken fingers you know us for. We're talking precious metal, baby. We're starting the party by giving away over $100,000 worth of golden prizes, including gold coins, bars, and nuggets. That's right, Cane's got nugs, gold nugs. Visit raisingcanesbirthday.com for a chance to win a piece of the golden celebration.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Yesterday, your water heater worked just fine. Today, surprise! When you're out of hot water, just call the plumbers at Bryant. In most cases, you can get same-day water heater replacement. What you won't get is a costly surprise with the bill. At Bryant, the price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. No last-minute extras for piping or ventilation alterations. Need a new water heater? Just call Bryant, 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Gray. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East sports coach, Ahman Gray.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody. It is Friday. We are one sleep away from Colorado versus Nebraska.
Woo!
And guess what, AD?
What's up, big dog?
The balloons are back.
The balloons are back.
The balloons are back.
Nick, Raff, Rico, you're taking Shin Daddy out of here.
Yeah.
Rico said, Rico said, yeah. Hello.
That was good.
The balloons are back.
Balloons are back.
You know what, Nick, Raff, I love the fact that the balloons are coming back. And I love, first of all, big shout out to University Athletic Department for the tweet that they did it with. That video was off the chains. Nick, did you see it?
I did. The guy that released the balloon that was laying on the ground, I went to high school with him, Sam Rice. Shout out to Sam. Yeah,
Sam.
He's done interns with like the Clippers and the Los Angeles Clippers and stuff like that. Shout out to Sam because see him every Saturday, but he's a big part of the social media team for Husker football.
They did a heck of a job with that, Raff. I thought when they released, first I didn't know what it was. I'm like, what is this?
So the helium shortness is over.
Get out of here. See, Raff, you might ruffle some feathers with any of that. So, you know.
I'm just glad it's back, even if it's for 1 week.
Yeah. I like special occasions. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope at the presidential debate, they're just like, you know, so we saw last Saturday, Nebraska did a balloon release.
80,000 plus.
Yes. How would you feel as president if you had to deal with the helium shortage? I hope it's a topic of conversation at the presidential debate.
Yeah.
I've seen your swing. I know your swing.
I know your swing.
I think what we should do, what Nebraska fans should do.
You're not a 6 handicap.
You're not a 6. I know your swing. I've seen your swing.
When I was a little kid,
I'll take you on anytime if you carry your own bag.
And he's not a 6 handicap either.
Yeah. I'll take you on anytime, anywhere if you carry your own bag. Come on, Donald.
When I was 7 years old, we did a balloon release at Holmes Elementary School. And with this balloon release, we wrote down what our favorite book that we'd ever read was. And then they flew to, and wherever they landed, they'd send them back to Holmes Elementary. My favorite book was Great Quarterbacks in NFL History. Surprise. But what I'm thinking is on Saturday. On Saturday, everybody should tie a little note on the end of their balloon saying who their favorite Nebraska football player and favorite game at Memorial Stadium was. And then wherever they land at, they send them back to Memorial Stadium.
Here's
like that,
what
man.
I would say. Speaking of books, did you guys ever have? Because these were like old when I was in elementary school, so that's why
10 years ago.
That's I was a freshman in high school 9 years ago.
My favorite book in elementary school was Big Red Machine, 1975. It was like this old tattered Nebraska Huskers book, and it was like the most checked out book in the and the cover had the pages sort of ripped off, but you could see Tony Davis going into the end zone. I mean,
well, so what my thing was, there was this Sports Illustrated book that was just this big honking thing
with all the issues.
In it. It was a Sports Illustrated book, but it was this giant thing that all of the people that wanted to do sports checked out.
Yes.
And you would flip through it. There'd be tons of pictures.
Yeah.
And there'd be little blurbs of it.
Yes.
And it would its intention was to teach you about the history of football, but not really.
David.
So
He goes, Nick's favorite book in elementary school was MacBook.
Oh, come on. I didn't get a MacBook I didn't get a laptop until freshman year of college.
Oh, my God.
Which was 5 years ago.
You know what else I loved in elementary school?
What's that?
Where they have the book fairs.
Oh,
you could get a few books. You have the little check thing. Oh, my gosh.
You know why? Because I told myself every single time, I said, you know what? I'm going to get a couple books from the book fair, and I'm going to start reading. And then they would just sit on the shelf.
Oh, man.
So then my mom and dad wouldn't buy me books anymore because I never read them.
See, okay, here's a short story for you guys, man. I think Raff has heard this before. So I had a major problem with reading early because I stuttered a lot and I got teased. That's why I hate bullies. Now, I don't say I hate a lot of things, but I hate bullies. When you mess with someone that's got anyone that's struggles in a subject or special needs kids. My nephew has autism. And it's throughout my family. So when I see people, pick on folks that have learning disabilities or anything like that, that was the only fight I ever got into in high school is for stuff like that. So second grade, Mr. Willie Banks, if he's listening, Mr. Banks, I love you like crazy, brother. I would get teased relentlessly. So I'd have to go after we got done with recess, I'd have to go to the special classroom to get extra reading classes. And I remember still the kids' faces that would tease me over and over again about reading, but Mr. Banks would always go, Mr. Davis, you can read this. So I would stand up in front of the class and I would stutter like crazy, and they would laugh, and he would send anybody out that laughed. And when I got the first sentence right, he would always congratulate Mr. Davis.
Yeah,
you're gonna be an amazing reader one day.
That's awesome.
So we would go to that library, and Raff, you know that library that was on 27th Street. Now it's by the overpass.
Down, yep.
It's by the overpass.
Yep.
My mom would make me go there. Literally, I would read Clifford the Big Red Dog. Remember Clifford?
Oh, yeah, Clifford.
Remember Encyclopedia Brown?
Oh, yeah.
Encyclopedia Brown.
Ooh, Choose Your Own Adventures.
Choose Your Own Adventures. Yep,
yeah.
I read those. And so that's why I always have books, because at an early age, and you know what? Huge shout out to Link to Literacy.
Yeah.
Because this is what they're talk
promoting
about.
It. They're
promoting them and getting kids early involved in reading. Because I'm going to tell you something. Reading literally, it changed my whole life. It changed my whole life. But Mr. Banks, I want to get a shout out to him. But Clifford the Big Red Dog was a great one. And the Big Red Machine. Now, Raff, I'm bringing it back to Husker football. Remember the Sports Illustrated that have Jeff Smith on the front and it said the Big Red Machine?
Oh, yeah, 1984.
Now, Nick, when we and Raff were growing up, we would clip out all the pictures out of the Journal Star and the Sports Illustrated. If we caught a stray Sports Illustrated.
I might still have them.
You still got them, Raff?
I got everything. I'm a pack rat.
What? Folks, let me ask you this. Okay. There we go. Yes, it is. Unknown texter 1763. Yes, it is. Is that the same Mr. Banks that taught at Clinton Elementary? It is the same Mr. Willie Banks. And he was like a tall black man with a beard. And he was, think about when you're second grade, everybody looks tall. Mr. Banks, I thought, was really tall. Because I was in awe of Mr. Banks. Still am. As a 50-year-old man, I'm still in awe of Mr. Banks. I think he just turned 70-something not too long ago. Him and his wife were both on a cruise or something like that.
Nice.
But shout out to him. Nick, let me get you this, man. And folks, first of all, we got a great show. We got one more sleep, y'all.
Yeah. If you sleep.
How'd you sleep last night, Nick?
Great. Because I'm planning on not sleeping tonight.
Well, when I slept, when I slept pretty good.
I didn't sleep much.
I think I slept like 5 hours, maybe.
The past 2 nights, I have not slept much, man.
I was just excited. My buddy Nick's flying in from Texas, flying in from Texas.
Yeah, I'm here.
So instead of one sleep tonight, he's got a quarter of a sleep. So he's got to leave at like 3:30 in the morning tomorrow.
He leaves at 3:30 tomorrow morning?
He's flying in tomorrow.
To get here?
Yeah.
Okay. Big shout out. Speaking of lack of sleep, Brett Popplewell You remember that name?
Yeah, VP.
Brett Popplewell was number 39, played split in for Nebraska. I seen Brett yesterday. He's in town for the reunion.
Nice.
Brett lives in Australia. He's from Australia.
Yes.
And he played receiver with me. Look it up in your media guides for the 1994 team. He was number 39, ran those smooth routes. But Brett Popplewell, seen Dante Jones yesterday as well. And in fact, back in college, it was Dante. That's what they said. Because Dante, Nick, would always wear shirts. Like to his
crop
chest,
tops,
the crop tops, but he had not like an 8-pack, he had like a 15-pack.
Yeah,
Dante was shredded, absolutely shredded, and he would walk on the field with his abs, and certain individuals would just be googling.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not talking about modern day googling. I'm just like, oh my gosh,
there's a person,
a lot of females.
Every time I saw him, I was like, oh my god, what a six-pack that
Raff was googling.
Yeah. It was players like him that made me sick because I always wanted to be like back in like the 80s. Mike Rozier would wear the short cut-off shirt and show off the midriff. And I remember I think it was before a baseball season one year, and me and my mom went shopping. I'm like, I want a cut-off shirt and shorts, and I got that cut-off shirt, and I went to practice that night. I felt like Pudgy the Bear.
Oh, Raff.
Yeah.
Don't feel like that.
I didn't look like Mike Rozier.
But now you're wearing XLs.
Yeah,
like Mike Rozier.
Yeah, I wanted that Mike Rozier midriff.
Put that. Hey.
Oh, it's on.
Yeah, folks, if you're watching on the stream right
look
now,
how good Raff it looks.
I want you to look at I'm just putting it up.
I'm choosing love today.
You're choosing love today.
I'm choosing love, and look how good Raff looks.
I love it. Raff, look, folks, look at this.
There he is. He's thin.
And Nick, I noticed when he had his black shirt on,
yeah,
I said that this morning.
Well, you know,
I'm
black's a slimming color.
What's up?
Very much so.
Black is a slimming color.
Thomas and Lincoln. Oh, so black's a slimming color, so I'm always slim?
Yeah.
Because so a black man always got to be slim.
You don't want to be chubby. This should be a good thing. See, this is what I don't understand. You should want this.
Except for maybe your booty.
I got a big old
butt. It's nice and round.
Well, they called me Buffalo Butt when I was little.
Hey,
I couldn't read. I had a big old butt.
You just had all the problems when you were growing up.
I couldn't read. They called me Buffalo Butt. And my mom would always, she would say, baby boy, she goes, that booty, she goes, they gonna like it one day.
Yeah.
And she would slide up my tough skins with a spatula.
All right.
She's got a shoehorn and she's working it up. Get it around there.
Because my butt was so big, man. I couldn't get my jeans on. And Small Fry basketball, shout out to Small Fry out there, to Frank Sheridan. And a shout out, we got to say this too. I'll do it later because we told him 9:55. Do it later.
Yeah.
But
we'll get there.
I couldn't wear the regular shorts because my butt was too big. So my mom would have to go to a place that was called, remember Raff? Sport About?
Yeah.
We would have to go to Sport About or Lawler's. Remember Lawler's?
Oh, yeah, Lawler's.
Back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't there one downtown
Lawler's
for
is
a
still
while?
a thing.
Is Lawler's still? Oh wait, I don't think they're still open. Are they?
Well, there's a game that I orchestrate at. No. There's a game I orchestrate up at the baseball stadium up in Papillion. The Lawler's T-shirt shuffle.
I believe.
Wow.
So I would imagine that they are still a thing.
I believe Lawler's.
They're getting their marketing dollars
down.
They just set it up. We don't have a location for you, but here's some T-shirts.
They had one downtown for a while too.
I was thinking of Stacy's. That's where they
Stacy's locker room was another one. So I had to get my shorts from Lawler's to Stacy's locker room, and I would always be embarrassed. And my mom would say, "Baby boy, that's okay." Yeah. She goes, "You know what? They're gonna love that big booty one day." And so I got a big old butt.
I ever tell you guys about the first time I got spandex?
We need to not do this. I don't want to.
Hopefully not this year.
Please don't. Yeah,
When'd you get spandex?
I buy in bulk.
Okay, so what was it? So was it junior high? The fad was spandex underneath your shorts.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What year?
This would be junior high.
So we're like 88, 87.
87, 88.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I was negative.
So one
13.
year for Christmas, Santa brought me a pair of spandex, black spandex, and I got them for Christmas, and I donned them. And I remember the Burlington family lived down the block from me.
Burlington family.
They were open. They did their presents, and it was probably like 12 degrees outside, but they're called like basketball game, our house right now. And I'm like, guys, I got spandex now. I rolled down to their house, no shorts over the top, just spandex on. Let's just say the real meal went for 30, 15, and 12 that
Well,
night.
yeah, because nobody wanted to guard you in that.
Oh, yeah. That's what
Nobody wanted to get up and personal.
Jimmy, the older brother's like, I ain't manning up against him. Because I just went straight spandex. I didn't even need the shorts. Man, I played a heck of a game that night.
Well, okay. Now it seems like a really good time. There's a lot of garbage here that needs to get cleaned up. We got to take a moment to tell you about our friends, Niederhaus Refuse in Lincoln. Niederhaus, family owned and operated since 1921. They take care of residential, commercial, industrial, recycling, and roll-off services. Give them a call today, 402-475-8361, to sign up for your garbage and recycling service today. Niederhaus Refuse, in business for over 100 years, located 1905 Yolande Avenue in Lincoln. You can also visit them online, nbrefuselincoln.com.
Mouth of the South. Mouth of the South. Big game of the week. Y'all talking about AD's butt. Cool Hand Luke. We got up Cool Hand Luke. Mouth of the South. Love you, baby. Cool Hand Luke says Buffalo Butt. Did you also have a rolling good times? Because that was Bookman on Buffalo Butt on there. And Unknown Texture 1000. Good morning. Goes, guys, Lawler's used to be 2 doors to your west of where your location. It's the truth. It was right down the road. Lawler's, Nick, was like your modern day, very, very, very small scale of like a Shields.
Okay.
But obviously not even close to
You want to know what
something
store
of that.
I miss?
JCPenney.
Well, it's still here.
No, the downtown one.
Okay.
That's where I got my
He
shoes
would
at.
have been.
I wouldn't. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
It was right down, literally right across the street.
I miss Shopco.
Oh,
I don't.
I miss Shopco.
Wasn't
not
always
it.
like
Not
Dead
it.
Man's Land in there, dude?
Huh?
It was always like Dead Man's Land in there.
Yeah,
I
it was great.
I worked at Shopco for like 3 or 4 years.
Seriously?
Yep, don't miss it one bit.
Raff, there was hardly everybody in there.
Well, did I ever tell you about? No, I would not. Are we past statute of limitations?
No, we're past the commercial break though.
So I tried to sleep in their backstock one time.
Raff,
okay,
just
throw
stop.
it to break.
Let's throw it to break.
Folks, when we come back, we're going to talk a lot of Husker football. In fact, we're letting you know at 9 o'clock, we are opening up the phone lines. We are reading text because you know what, folks? It's one more sleep until Colorado. We're not doing anything scripted today. It's Colorado tomorrow. This time tomorrow, tailgating downtown is packed. Come down to the ticket as well. There will be, the mill will be open.
We'll be, as part of us will be at the Kindler Hotel once again.
Hotel as well.
I'll be over there.
Yes.
We're coming out like a pack of crazy
The folks that said that I look like Scotty Scheffler will be over there.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Different haircut. Though.
Yes.
Different haircut.
And your eyebrows are done too.
Eyebrows are done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Eyebrows are done.
I don't
Folks,
care.
9
I said what I
o'clock, we
said.
want you to call in, text in. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what your expectations are and what your predictions are for the game, because that's what we're doing at 9 o'clock. We want to hear from you. Text us, calls, etc. When we come back, we're going to give our X's and O's as well. Folks, it's Friday. One more sleep until CU Nebraska 6:30. 937 a ticket.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today. HealthLink is elevating the human experience with holistic health, weight loss, nutrition, fitness, and wellness solutions. They offer one-on-one health coaching while personalizing nutrition and wellness plans for structure and simplicity. HealthLink provides nutritious foods such as high-protein entrees, meal replacement snacks, and supplements. But that's not all. If you mention 93.7 The Ticket, you'll get a 5% discount on your order and $20 off your first month if you start a HealthLink subscription. Find your missing link with HealthLink today on the southeast corner of 70th and Pioneers or by phone at 402-858-9356.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road. If you're looking for tickets to the Colorado game, 93.7 The Ticket has you covered. There are 3 different ways to win one of 4 pairs of tickets. 1, like our 93.7 The Ticket page on Facebook and share the post. 2, follow our 93.7 The Ticket account on Twitter and repost the announcement post. 3, come on down to 1040 O Street, buy a drink from the mill, and enter your name in the box. All drawings will be done at noon on Friday. Get entered now.
Stevens & Smith Construction is a full-service, employee-owned concrete company that specializes in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. They've been a leader in the concrete industry since 1971, with nearly 250 employees combining for more than 2,000 years of service. With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, they're united in quality, integrity, and professionalism to create excellence in construction. Learn more today at stevensandsmith.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Riddle's Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddle's Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddle's Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddle's Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddle's Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddle's inside Gateway Mall.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Truck Month is back. We have absolutely gigantic savings right now at Koppel. They are offering $12,500 off on select new pickups. That is not a mistake. You heard right. $12,500 off list price right now on select new pickups. Those discounted units, though, will not last long. These are all manager specials. You have to come in now, so hurry in down 144th Street or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G3560 800-848-4093 must trade.
A fall aeration by Judson Irrigation will help maintain your lawn by maximizing the effectiveness of your watering and fertilization. Judson will flag the locations of your sprinkler heads, followed by a deep core aeration to give your lawn the breath of fresh air it needs. Schedule your aeration today. Your lawn will love you for it.
Let us aerate today to ensure a healthy head start for your lawn next spring. Go to judsonirrigation.com or call Judson Bylene 402-420-6277.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday, and what do they say? Big games bring in big-time players.
Oh, man.
We've got a guest in studio at AD.
Man, Raff, I'm going to tell you something. Folks, one of the most fierce defensive ends, and his story is absolutely amazing. Folks, we have Jared Tomich, former Nebraska defensive end, in the house tonight. JT, what's happening, brother?
Good morning.
Man, I seriously just want to bear hug the hell out of you right now. Again. I already bear hugged your bicep, but I just want to hug you again. Jared, how you doing, brother?
Wonderful. Excited to be in town and just really doing good. And, it's a fun thing for us today to have this reunion.
Jared, first of all, there's a lot of folks that know your story, and there's a lot of folks who don't know your story. And I think your story is intriguing for a lot of reasons, man, to where you started, to where you're at now. But just tell the folks, again, folks, we were Jared Tomich, former Nebraska defensive end. Jared, tell the folks how you got to Nebraska originally.
So I took a little different path. I didn't have any offers out of high school. I didn't have the grades to even do college. So I was, really, there was no football, in my, when I was a senior, there was nothing that was going to be coming up for me. Coach McBride, who grew up in South Chicago and was from my area, actually got the film sent to him from a strength coach from a local school out by me. And that kind of got the ball rolling. Coach Osborne and Coach McBride had me come out. They met me. They liked me. They said that they saw something on film, but because of my grades and everything else, back then there was a program called Prop 48.
Right.
And so they said, you can come here in Prop 48, and then, which means you can't do anything but go to school for your first year, and you could walk on after that. And maybe there's something there, maybe there isn't. So that started my journey. That was the best, I went back home and talked with mom and dad and figured maybe we could pull this for a year or two, financially and everything else. And so that's kind of what got me out here. And then everything started clicking. The school put a ton into me with my learning disabilities. And, I went from being a CD student to, graduating in 4.5 years on the dean's list and understanding how I learn. And then in that same time, we had an incredible career football wise, and just really was the biggest growth of, in my life, in those years here.
Craig, what's up, man? Craig says, Tomich, oh, hell yes. He goes, awesome reason for Prop 48. Love that guy. Craig, we love you too, man. I know that Jared feels the love as well. Jared, when you got to Nebraska, what was your first impression? Because like I said, you dealt with the academic stuff, which a lot of folks deal with that aspect of it,
right.
But you didn't let that become a burden. You
right.
looked at it, it's like, okay, we're going to do this.
Kept fighting through it, and figuring it out, and just like anything else, and then it, like I said, when it started clicking, and it was such a big important thing for Coach Osborne. our education was
Right.
huge. And, I tell the story now when I go speak and, I say, when I got drafted, Coach Osborne was happy for me. And, and he said, wow, that's great. And he shared, just, remember, it's going to be a short career. Yeah. Thanks, Coach. And he didn't know if that was going to be a 2-year or 10-year. Even a 10-year career is really short in your span. But when I graduated, and that was the pin in his cap. That's when he was excited.
Right.
That was like a really big deal. So yeah, in Coach Osborne's way of teaching, it was, and that was my big thing, was to make sure that I completed that before I left. I had that opportunity to leave, kind of like Jason Grant, some of those guys too.
Right.
We all had those opportunities to leave when we were juniors.
Right.
And we just didn't, no way.
Okay, and that brings me up, and Nick and Raff, you guys chime in as well. Why did you stay? You, JP, Grant, you guys both could have made millions of dollars leaving out early. Why did you stay?
Because there's what the team, the university, the coaches, what they did, even, and then also the players. When you're not playing for yourself, when you're playing for something bigger than yourself, you're playing for all your brothers, and you're a part of something like that. There was no question. And I know those two guys never doubted it, because I never doubted it my junior season. That I'll be back. It never wavered. And then when those two, they went into coach's office right after their junior years, which was my senior year, they never wavered. They said, we'll be back and we're going to win it again. And then they sure did. And so that was, and when you're given such an opportunity, the biggest thing that I could have would do was to stay and continue my career here, and whatever comes in after that. That's how it's what's meant for us.
So they always talk about relationships matter. So your old defense coordinator, Coach McBride, whatever happened to him? Have you seen him lately?
Yes, I see him. We see him quite often. So we're right outside in Northwest Indiana. We're kind of where I grew up, is where my family and I are now. Coach McBride lives about an hour and a half from us in Michigan. And so we see him all the time, Miss Debbie and Coach. And they're kind of like grandparents to my kids, which is just incredible. Coach will be 85 this year. Miss Debbie will be 83. And so we, they don't get the opportunity to come out much. So I came in Tuesday with them, drove them down and for the game and for the weekend. So they're super excited to be in town. We were at practice yesterday. Coach Rule invited us to come out there and watch practice, which is like, that is just, Coach McBride just beaming.
I'm sure
when he's out there, he just absolutely
in his element.
Yeah, loves it. And it's crazy because he knows all these kids that are out there playing, and he's shaking their hands, and he knows their numbers, knows their name, knows where they're from.
Oh, wow.
And I don't even, I'm like,
and he's 85.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was talking to some of the kids, some of the black shirts, and, about, the one D lineman that's from Arizona. And I'm just going, how does he retain,
It's giving me goosebumps right now, man. It's giving me goosebumps. Jared, and I can still, I can hear Coach Osborne right now. Yeah, the career's gonna be short. Get that degree.
Make sure you do something else.
Jared, let me ask you this, man. I'm just recording up here too, man. Let me know when you went in yesterday. You guys went to the practice yesterday. I dropped the phone on there. I was trying.
Mic drop.
I was trying to get our good footage, and here I go dropping it.
Yeah. AD can multitask, that's for sure, as we can see. I'll ask this. Okay, so from practice yesterday, right? Obviously, without divulging and sharing too much information, I guess just overall thoughts on how this staff operates on a daily basis. Now you've seen firsthand.
Yeah, and this, we were back last year for practice too, and to meet Coach, Coach Rule and the whole staff, which they are incredible. This is by far the most gracious and humble staff that we've had here in a long time, and they being there, and to see how they treat Coach McBride,
Yeah.
and Coach Osborne,
Homage
is just incredible.
Yeah.
And it's and I'm thrilled with that. They've and this is the second time now that we've done that, and then they and then like last time we were here, Coach, which this was amazing. Coach stopped middle of practice, has every player come up and shake and hug Coach McBride's hand and myself.
Oh, wow.
And how important time is at practice. I mean, that's gold. And for him to do that in every single, we're standing there and all of a sudden there's a line of players next to us and Coach McBride and I go, what's going on?
That's wild.
Dude, that seriously almost is making me emotional
That's
just
awesome.
thinking about
and,
that.
And
man.
every player, handshake, hug, name. I mean, it was incredible because that's just not there anymore.
See, Jared, okay, you bring up a point, man. I was sharing this with a reporter yesterday, was talking to my buddy Aaron Bonderson. He's with a different network, but nevertheless, Jared, we played for Nebraska, not at Nebraska.
Correct.
And by Coach Rule doing what he did, that sign of respect for you and Coach McBride, as well as Coach Osborne. I always say this: if you don't share your history of your family, you forget it.
Right.
When you walk down that hallway and they see your face and all the guys that came before you, if they don't know you, if Coach Rule doesn't take that time out to say, this is who this is, that guy you walk by every time you're going in and out of that locker room, that weight room, etc., you don't appreciate it.
No, because you don't know.
You don't know.
Right.
You don't respect your history and your heritage if you don't know it. So let me ask you this. You mentioned that Coach Osborne shared some words yesterday with the team.
He did.
And about the rivalry and about Colorado. Share with us a few things that Coach Osborne said.
It was great. And Coach Osborne, he spoke for probably about a half an hour to the team after practice. It was a great speech. It was a little bit of a history lesson in his way that he can only deliver, and to where it's not, it's just about who we were, the adversities we went through in 94, 95,
right.
and even 97, and touching base on that he had 4 great points, with what did it take for us to get there? It was good players, which they have right now, good coaches, which they have right now, a good off-season program because you win championships in the summer.
We always
right.
Big. Oh my goodness, man! You about to have me go crazy now, JT.
And even told the story about Florida State when we put the 217 on the all summer long, to stay focused. And then his last point was resolve. Do you have the resolve? Will you work harder than everybody else? Will you put more time in than everybody else? Will you go the extra mile? That's what wins you championships and games, and one step at a time.
Bones, good morning to you. He goes, that's an awesome story. That's just proof that traditions don't have to be buried. They can be tweaked, but they don't have to be buried. That was awesome. Bones, appreciate you, man. Go ahead, Nick. Nick or Raff.
So I've been saying this since the beginning of the week. I think tomorrow's game comes down to Nebraska's defensive line. I think if you put pressure on them with 3 to 4 guys, they're able to back some guys up, clog the passing zones. When you're down there watching that defensive line, you think they're ready to go? They have ready to go that task tomorrow night?
They look like it. I mean, it's a big set of kids.
Oh, dude,
golly.
Big Ty, Nash.
I don't know if I'd play. These kids are giants, and they fill up a whole doorway, and there's no room for light around the doorway. It's just, and I'm just going, man, I'm glad I played when I did, because the kids are just, with the science and nutrition and everything, the kids are just, bigger and bigger and just, more athletic, and so they're impressive. They're super impressive, and so yeah, they get after it. They get some confidence, and that goes a long way. We can start the game and they get some confidence rolling. Yeah,
Jared, the big bro, Kenny Wilhite. Good morning, Kenny Wilhite. He says, tell the big fella hi.
Morning, Kenny. But yeah, it is. But yeah, it's been great to be back in town, and it's just exciting.
Jared, I want to say this before we go to our break, man. We'll let you get going on. You got family coming in town shortly, but to the big bro, Kenny Wilhite, there was a clip that Kenny sent me. It was it's him just smacking a receiver from Colorado, and Kenny, and forgive me, big bro, if I get your height wrong, but Kenny was about 5'8", maybe 5'9". Give or take.
Let's go 5'9".
5'9".
Let's go 5'9".
We're gonna say 5'9".
Kenny's like, damn,
Kenny's be texting,
man.
does 6 foot.
Yeah. But he was so, Kenny was methodical. And first of all, he was quicker than the cat.
Mm-hmm.
And his football IQ was stupid insane. And still is. Those guys, what does it mean? It's Colorado week. Because Jerry, you remember this, because we weren't a scout team like a career like I was, but you remember how the whole intensity kicked up that week.
Yep.
And Coach McBride, I'll never forget this, JT. We came out one time in black tights. We were playing Colorado, and we cut out some. Remember that?
Yep.
Remember
Yeah.
that?
Oh yeah. Put the stickers on our helmets. Yep.
And remember how the black shirts, they were so pissed at us, and Coach McBride loved it.
He loved it. He loved stoking that fire.
He loved stoking that fire.
And he's a motivator, and that's one of the things he does best.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
What does Colorado week mean, though?
It's when I look back and being from out of state, I didn't learn the culture till I got here. Then in Colorado, we were always their rival.
Bingo.
I don't think they were our rival.
No,
they were a game. They were a
Mhm.
tough game, but they were nasty.
Yep.
They were rude.
Yep.
So those were things that played more into us than the rival thing. Oklahoma was our rival.
Exactly.
And I can remember even when we went into the Big 12 and I was a senior, Coach Osborne said I could, but I was very vocal about the traditions that were going to be lost. And how I was not happy about where we were heading and what was going on with the conferences and things like that. But that was our rival.
Right.
It was a rival for decades.
Always will be.
Yeah.
In our hearts, always will be.
And so Colorado, we were in their heads in that regard. But like we were saying earlier, we need to worry about us.
That's
not
right.
About them.
That's right.
They're another team. It's gonna be good, but we just need to put it to them and just reestablish all that.
Yep.
Last question for you, Jerry, before we let you get out of here. Where are you living now? And tell us about your farm.
Sure.
I know where you're living, but we keep up with each other all the time on Instagram, Facebook, and all that stuff. But tell us what you're doing now, where you're living at now.
Back home in Indiana, northwest Indiana, just a little bit above Lafayette. So I got to kind of put up with the Purdue thing. But we have a hobby farm back there where I mainly raise Scottish Highland cattle, which are the big horn, big fuzzy cattle, as we call it. It's been about 10 years now. Love it. It's a great hobby. We work in the ag world with my wife's company, so it's just kind of fitting to have a small farm and kind of do all that. But we ship these guys all around the United States, and it's fun. So it's my that's my workout. That's my I go out there and I can talk to them, and most of the time nobody talks back too much.
Hey, AD, I think Louis needs a friend.
Yeah. Well, his cattle are a little furry too. And you see, Jerry, the thing I appreciate you about Big Bro is that every time when you post pictures, man, the thing I appreciate about seeing all my former teammates at peace.
Oh yeah,
you're in your element, man.
Yeah,
I see with your cattle out there on your acres, and you're just life is good.
Life is good. Like got a wonderful wife and 2 boys, and just couldn't be happier.
I love it, man.
Awesome.
Folks, former Nebraska defensive end Jared Tomich visited us this morning. Was graciously stopped by and hung out with this morning. So, Jared, bro, I love you. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
And
Thank
go Big
you.
Red, baby.
Go Big Red. We're looking forward to it.
I guess prediction for tomorrow.
Yes.
What are we thinking?
Pain.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's going to be a great game. I think they're going to keep it close, and it's going to be it's going to be a fight from the first minute to the last, and like I said, but I think it's going to be in the lines. I think where the line can take control. I think we're good.
Big B says, good morning to you, Big B. He goes, I love watching him play. Absolute beast of a human with 1,000 miles per hour motor. Todd Lincoln says, goosebumps right now, man.
Good. Here
we go.
Folks, Jared Thomas, former Nebraska defensive end, stopped by and graced the emphasis time. We'll be back because we're opening the phone lines up for you, as well as text messages. It's the Ticket, 9.7.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
A fall aeration by Judson Irrigation will help maintain your lawn by maximizing the effectiveness of your watering and fertilization. Judson will flag the locations of your sprinkler heads, followed by a deep core aeration to give your lawn the breath of fresh air it needs. Schedule your aeration today. Your lawn will love you for it.
Let us aerate today to ensure a healthy head start for your lawn next spring. Go to judsonirrigation.com or call Judson Bylene 402-420-6277.
Serve Nebraska is inviting you to help thank volunteers for their service to our communities. The Step Forward Awards are Nebraska's highest awards for volunteer service, and you can show your appreciation for their hard work by attending the awards luncheon coming up on October 4th in Omaha. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. Made possible by sponsors like Omaha Public Power District. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Prashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
If you're looking for tickets to the Colorado game, 93.7 The Ticket has you covered. There are 3 different ways to win one of 4 pairs of tickets. 1, like our 93.7 The Ticket page on Facebook and share the post. 2, follow our 93.7 The Ticket account on Twitter and repost the announcement post. 3, come on down to 1040 O Street, buy a drink from the mill, and enter your name in the box. All drawings will be done at noon on Friday. Get entered now.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at HuskerFanTravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at HuskerFanTravel.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Are you a veteran looking for a new companion animal, a dog, a cat, or maybe something else? The Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs Vets Get Pets program can cover up to $350 of your pet adoption fees. Visit veterans.nebraska.gov/vetsgetpets to learn more about program requirements and how to apply. Want to help support the program? Get your Vets Get Pets specialty license plates from the Nebraska DMV. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Sea-Doo dealership. Score up to $300 off or a free 2-year warranty on 2024 Sea-Doo Sparks and $500 off or a free 2-year warranty on all other brand new 2024 Sea-Doos. Rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of September. On or off-road, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered with a large selection of motorcycles and watercraft in stock at their new 27th and I-80 location. Hurry in, the clock is running down.
On the block with Strick and Austin.
If Nebraska football beats Colorado, it's going to feel a little bit like Nebraska basketball beating Creighton 2 years ago. Point is, Nebraska dictated tempo and style. And I think that is very important in this matchup, and it can be a turning point.
What was different about that team is, like you said, it was the start of overcoming mental prisons in their mind.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Man.
It's Friday. Let's get Saturday at 6:30 here, ASAP.
Oh, my goodness, man.
I'm so ready.
Dude, a big shout out to my Husker brother, our Husker brother, JT, Jared Tomich, that we had on. That dude literally inspires me so much, man. Just his journey, how he got here. He literally got a doggone video from a workout strength coach, Coach McBride. And him and Coach, that's like his grandpa to this day.
Yep.
Drove Coach McBride and his wife here, Miss McBride here. And Coach is 85 years old.
That's wild.
And Coach is walking around. Jared goes, I don't even know who these guys are, AD.
Yep.
And he goes, Coach is walking around. He knows their numbers, knows their names, where they're from. You know what? And I'm man, it may make me emotional again.
Here he goes.
I still see Coach Osborne and Coach Brown, how they and Coach Osborne and Coach McBride, how they were.
Yep.
But when you and it's, I'm gonna be honest with you, Raff.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to coach. It's hard for me to see Coach Osborne today at times, because those guys are still very sharp.
Mm-hmm.
But you know they're getting older, man.
Yep.
And you know what pisses me off though, when I see, you don't have to agree with Coach Osborne on his politics.
Yep.
But when I see people say disparaging things, just disappear, be gone. I'm like, what Those guys have done so much for the state. Throw football out of it.
Yeah.
He wanted us to graduate.
Yep.
And Coach Osborne, you guys cared more about the next 40 years of our lives than our 4 or 5 years of eligibility. Jared Tomich, with a learning disability, I couldn't barely read in second grade, but we had a coach who saw something in us we didn't see in ourselves.
Yep.
This is bigger than football.
Yep.
Kenny Wilhite, who listens all the time, he literally got Kenny out of a gun gang-infested neighborhood months early. And Kenny, text me if I'm wrong. I know this story. Kenny got shot.
Yep.
Coach Osborne says, you know what? He goes, well, you got shot with it. No, Coach, I got shot.
He came to campus.
Coach Osborne says, we're going to get you out of St. Louis where he was at. Moved him up here earlier to protect him. Kenny came up here. The dude had just got shot. Those are the stories that many folks understand. So when I see people say things about Coach Osborne to disparage him, I'm like, you don't have to agree with his politics.
Yep.
He has saved thousands of lives over his career, mine included.
Well, even he's just not a coach to the all big eighters, the all Americans. He's the coach to everyone. Like
guys like me.
Like I know, like you, for instance, I know what Coach Osborne has done for you, and
Raff, my dad's funeral.
That's what, he helped.
He helped.
He didn't have to do that.
He didn't have to do it.
And you hear these stories all the time. Coach Osborne still knows parents' names, siblings,
which is ridiculous. It's insane.
He's more than just a coach. He's a lifetime coach.
Yeah.
Like you said, it wasn't just for 4 or 5 years. It's been for the last 30. And with some, realize Coach Osborne started coaching in Nebraska in 1962. So he's to that point now where he's seeing his players pass away. I mean, I don't know how that would be, but just what he is, like you said, throw politics out, whatever, but just for what he's done for so many people in the state. So
Kenny, the big bro, and all this stuff, AD gets emotional a lot, but man, this one right here, screw the game. I mean that all due serious. I'm talking about real life here for a second. Coach Osborne told Kenny's mom, we're going to keep him here to protect him and get him graduated and possibly get you guys out of this neighborhood. Kenny came to Nebraska because Pacific would not go to his house.
Yep.
Coach Osborne and Coach Brown, I know they went to his house and they seen the living conditions that Kenny lived in. And he says, I'm going to get you out of here. I'm going to bring you to Nebraska because I'm going to protect you.
Yep.
And get you graduated so you can get your family out of this neighborhood. Those are the things that people just don't freaking know.
That's what separates, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Obviously that's before my time, but that's what separates some of the greatest coaches from just good coaches is that when bleep hits the fan off the field or off the playing surface, their mentality, and we just saw it this offseason with John Cook too.
Yes.
Where this mentality of we need you, we're going to keep you here. We're not going to throw you off to the side or force you to leave. We're not going to kick you out of the program because your safest place with all of these resources that Nebraska has, your safest place and best opportunity to get help for whatever reason is here at Nebraska.
With structure, resources, and people who love you and support you. Oh, man. Yeah, not exactly. Unknown texture, 1569, yes. Not to mention the teammates program. Bingo.
We just saw Des Moines in here. We just saw him in here a little bit ago.
Des Moines Adams and Ashton are here. Des Moines Adams, former Nebraska defensive as well.
Ashton's dad pitched at Nebraska, by the way. Mark.
Yep.
I know Mark really well, so I know Ashton decently well too.
But Coach Osborne too. Another thing that made Coach Osborne so great is anybody that was around that program, he knew the names of everybody, not just the players. Like you talked about great coaches and stuff like that. So Tracy, my girlfriend, her daughter works for Alabama, and she got on the elevator with Coach Saban.
Oh, I love this.
And Coach Saban goes, Maddie, how are you today? And Maddie's like, Mom, Coach Saban knows my name. It's like, well, of course but there's a lot of coaches that don't know that. I know for a fact there's been some coaches here that they didn't know who the chef was. They didn't know they didn't know who was your program. I guarantee you, Coach Osborne knew everybody on that staff. And I'd almost put money on it today that Coach Rule knows everybody on
Absolutely. Because it matters to him. It matters to him. No one's too small. No one's too big. If you're in this building, you're part of this family. You're part of this family. Folks, when we come back, we're going to talk some more Colorado, Nebraska. We'll get predictions. We want to hear your predictions. Give us a call. Text us. Give us a call.
Follow us.
Oh man, it's the game.
Follow me on Twitter,
man.
Chris Raff7.
See,
Yes.
you notice how I said follow us? You always say follow us. Raff is follow me. What did we just get done talking about, Raff?
Teamwork.
Well, we know this makes it a teamwork. It's the team here. It's the drive. 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey farmers, wouldn't it be nice if you could cut your herbicide cost by up to 85%? Now you can with Green Eye technology for your sprayer. Green Eye's system integrates seamlessly with your current sprayer and works by identifying and spraying only the weeds. Reduce the threat of herbicide resistance, be environmentally friendly, and save a ton of money. Oh, and there's no acres fee. This is the precision spraying solution you've been waiting for. Contact Boyk Farmers Outfitters to get set up with Green Eye or check them out at BOECK.FarmOutfitters.com.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road. It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in September. Try their brand new caramel apple butter cream cheese or apple coffee cake muffins through their new partnership with local apple orchard Picnic Hill. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Hey, Husker Nation. This is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Fall is the perfect time to work on outdoor projects. Whether you plan to install a fence or add shrubs to your landscape, don't risk an injury by hitting a buried power line. Always call 811 before you dig.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a few sprinkles are possible this morning. Otherwise, probably the mostly sunny skies this afternoon and a high around 76. Tonight, mostly clear skies with a low around 49. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return with an afternoon high around 75. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
And electrical.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Hay harvest is a race against time. Order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower to harvest your hay quickly and efficiently while promoting quick dry down for quality hay. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details on a new self-propelled windrower and experience the Landmark difference.
If you're looking for tickets to the Colorado game, 93.7 The Ticket has you covered. There are 3 different ways to win one of 4 pairs of tickets. 1, like our 93.7 The Ticket page on Facebook and share the post. 2, follow our 93.7 The Ticket account on Twitter and repost the announcement post. 3, come on down to 1040 O Street, buy a drink from the mill, and enter your name in the box. All drawings will be done at noon on Friday. Get entered now.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
If Nebraska football beats Colorado, it's going to feel a little bit like Nebraska basketball beating Creighton 2 years ago. Point is, Nebraska dictated tempo and style. And I think that is very important in this matchup, and it can be a turning point.
What was different about that team is, like you said, it was the start of overcoming mental prisons in their mind.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All righty, everybody. We're back again. Where's AD? AD, are you here? Hour 2 is proudly sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs a maintenance, you need an entirely new garage door. Give Cameron Hall his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential to commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more. I'm not on.
Sarah looked like she was playing the organ.
I'm not on.
Where am I? You go, Sarah.
You're usually on 3, and so I turned on 3.
That's
and you were
right.
on 4.
She's still a little
Mixing it
distraught.
up on me.
You go, girl. Hey, I want to give a shout out to my boy Joe Coleman that came by and stopped by as well, man. I haven't seen Joe in a long time, man. And life is short because even in that conversation we're having, Nick, when Joe was walking out, we were talking about Torrance Banks.
Yeah.
You know, we had his, celebration of life reception here, if you would. And it's just reminders of how short life is. Jared Tomich coming in, man. And Big B, you're not going to do it to me again, man. My feelings, the waterworks are going to start up again. The waterworks. Because I've never heard it like this. He goes, AD, it's hard to watch your heroes age. He goes, I can hear it in your voice, my friend. Time is a dirty thief. And it really is, dude. Raff, your parents' anniversary, how many years, man?
53.
53 years they've been married, man.
Good loud, Pat.
Mr. and Mrs. Raff, love you both. Well done. 53 years in dirty. It is a dirty thief, man. It is a dirty thief. And Big B scores 42-27. go Big Red. I love it.
That's
I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's around the spot. I was talking to Joe because AD was outside, and so I met Joe up at the mill counter.
Yeah.
And so it's a busy day here. By the way,
it is popping.
It's on and popping down
downtown
here.
in general. It's just you can feel
Let's
it.
go.
There's a lot of buzz.
Let's go.
I'm not going to say out loud that the hotel that the Colorado Buffs are staying in, but I might be making my way down there eventually.
Yeah, pound on their doors like they did ours in the locker room.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah. Good luck sleeping. Anyway, no,
Payback is a
Go wake
dirty
up prime
thief.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
payback is a dirty thief.
Yeah. And Travis is gonna be like, "Well, I wasn't even born back then." I was like, "I wasn't either, but here we are."
I wasn't either, but here we are.
But no, it was a good conversation with Joe at the mill counter. Which, by the way, there's still a couple of hours left. If you haven't bought a coffee, entered to win Colorado tickets, we're giving away 3 sets. 3 sets of Colorado tickets. That's like as simple. Here's the thing. If you want to talk about value, right? Colorado tickets are probably going for about $350, maybe $400 right now. A lot of people can't afford that. I know I probably couldn't. I'd say, you know what? I can just sit at home and have it for, less the price. You can come down here, buy a $5 coffee, and you enter a chance to win.
Yeah.
Guess what? If you end up winning the tickets, you save quite a bit of money just by purchasing and partaking into the mill coffee giveaway. So,
Nick, when is
come
that?
on down.
When do we announce the winners?
I believe they're announcing
Noon,
at noon.
I think.
Noon today?
Yep, noon today.
Come
on
on
the
down.
tickets. On the ticket. So make sure you get in here before noon. And I will say this. We have we had like over 1,000 retweets, I think, on our tweet.
Love it.
Tons of retweets and shares. You guys are
Thank
awesome
you.
on the
Thank you.
Facebook. But here's the thing. I can tell you right now, there's not 1,000 people that are in that little drawing basket for the mill right now.
Yep.
So if you come on down, you want to play the odds, if you will.
Right.
This probably is a better chance of your name getting drawn than on the tweet or on the Facebook page. So come on down. All you have to do is talk to our guy Luke at the mill counter, grab a cup of coffee, grab whatever drink it is. And as long as you do, you can enter into the giveaway for the Colorado tickets tomorrow. We announced those at noon today on Adam Carricker's show.
Matt Hop, good morning to you, brother. I love this. He goes, I love my grandparents. My grandparents are in Minnesota, black bear hunting. Grandpa 80, Grandma 78. Grandma called yesterday evening, 5 miles from camp in the backwoods, Minnesota, telling me she shot a big black bear. Grandma 78 taking out bears.
That is incredible.
I love it. Brad from Baldwin says, in person to the mill is the best way, plus good coffee. Brad from Baldwin, yes, indeed, brother.
Good to see Brad today.
Brad, appreciate you, brother.
I'll sign
and Brad,
free autographs.
And Raff's going to sign free autographs.
Yeah, so if you want to come
Raff's
after 10
roadies,
a.m. when Raff is
unite.
gone, I understand.
I thought you were choosing.
I am. I'm
niceness
sorry.
today.
Yeah. That too. Yeah.
Unknown texture 3794 says Lee Surley must have been stoned this morning. The Buffoons aren't scoring 48 on our D. Shador will be running for his life. They will hit a few big plays, but in the end, Dylan. His receivers and Dowdell will be in the show. I'll be here to enjoy every second. 45-24, big red and great momentum going forward. Eric, appreciate you, brother. Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, guys, I don't know about you guys. We'll do predictions at some point. Like, I'm sitting around like the 38-28 type of ball game in favor of Nebraska. Yeah. I think Colorado is going to score, and there's going to be a moment where maybe Nebraska fans are a little concerned that, man, is Nebraska going to be able to stop Colorado? I think there's going to be that piece of it, but over time, to what they said on the text line, what I think we've been talking about all week, I think you have quite a bit of confidence in Nebraska's defense, and for good reason. I think a lot of it's going to come down to, can they force turnovers? One thing that Shador does really well is he holds on to the football. Yeah. Like, let's be honest.
He doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
They don't make a lot of mistakes. So if Nebraska is able to get a freak interception like North Dakota State did last week, people forget that, where that without that interception, that game looks a lot different than an opportunity for the Bison to win in the closing seconds. So if Nebraska can kind of do the same thing, follow the same blueprint, establish something on the ground, and eat up the clock, right? I think that's a big part of it. The best way to beat Colorado's offense is to keep them on the sidelines.
Right.
So, here we are. I think if Nebraska does those things, and then the positive margin in the turnover game, I think eventually you're going to start to see that scoreboard, even if it doesn't feel like it, start to shift in favor of Nebraska.
Big thing too for Nebraska too is angles.
Oh, tackling is going to be
tackles,
massive.
angles. Like, because you saw Colorado, that one of their first plays of when they played North Dakota State was the little hitch pattern. The guy put a move on one guy, and then the safety took the wrong angle, and he was off to the races.
It feels like it's going to be initial contact, right?
Yep.
Like just getting one guy to at least hang on.
Yep.
Until the rest of the army and the defense gets there.
Because they're going to get theirs. We just can't be giving up 65, 70-yard blown coverages and stuff like that. It's got to be. I mean, they're going to get.
I think back to the first touchdown that Colorado scored was to that FAU transfer, I believe, the Wester guy on the near side, and he caught just a simple out pattern. And then was able to kind of get his foot in the turf, change directions, and then his speed took him to the house. Obviously, Nebraska is going to be a little quicker on defense than North Dakota State was. But my point is this, where if Nebraska can make the initial contact as soon as they catch that ball and not allow them to change directions, then until they get help, I think then Nebraska is going to be in a little bit better of a spot.
And it'll be huge, too. I mean, this has been my key to the game since I watched the game last week. 3 to 4 linemen, if they can get pressure, then that's going to help Nebraska's tackling out because they're going to have more defensive backs roaming that secondary. They're going to have more people back there to make tackles. But if Nebraska has to get to that point where they have to rush 5 or 6 people, then advantage Colorado.
Let me tell you guys this, and I highlighted this in the book here. I'm going to tell you 5 names, okay, for Colorado. Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
We talk about the offensively side, but the defensive side plays nickel. Preston Hodge Jr. is the other cornerback. DJ McKinney is the other corner. Shiloh Sanders, of course, at safety. And the free safety is Cameron Craig. He's number 7. He's a hitter. But I'm going to tell you this right now. They're going – now, here's the thing, guys. Against UTEP, very vanilla playbook. We didn't have to show a lot.
Yeah.
But those 5 names I just mentioned right there, you got 6'4", Big Nayor coming at you. You got 6'4", Jamal Banks coming at you. You have a speedy receiver and Barney coming at you all over the place. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to have some pressure. Everybody keeps talking about Colorado's offense. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Nebraska will apply pressure on their defense.
Exactly. We are also going to pressure them. Because you think about a Dylan Raiola, okay? Mm-hmm. The balls that we've seen, granted, the first game, we understand that. But you saw what's possible. And all the weapons that he has. And think about this, guys. Tight ends barely even seen the ball last week. Yeah. That defense is going to be very stressed for Colorado as well. We haven't talked about a lot. No one's talking about really how stressed their defense is going to be. And think about this. NDSU pretty much did what they wanted to do against Colorado's defense.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by a couple of things. The vertical tight end passing game is one, like up the seam. That's where I'm interested in. I also wouldn't be surprised to see in a game like this, guys, Dylan Raiola obviously looked cool, calm, and collected last week.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see how he is tomorrow night. I think I'm sure he's going to be fine. Thank you. You're pointing to your shirt, Moxie. But that's my thing though, is you can be cool, calm, and collected against UTEP, but then when there's so much emotion in tomorrow night's game, are you able to stay calm when the bullets start flying? So I would not be surprised to see the tight ends involved early.
Right.
Allow Dylan to get into a rhythm.
Space and pace.
Just get into a rhythm with some nice, easy, whether that's boots, whether that's just easy run plays, whatever the case may be. And then you start to see Nebraska's offense open up. I just think that Nebraska, there's an avenue for Nebraska to win, and we've broken it down. But I just think that I got sparkling water, so every now and then it just feels like the pop is gonna the top is gonna pop.
What's going on here?
Anyway, it sounds like a bomb's about to go off. But anyway, no, I think I'm excited for tomorrow night. It's gonna be, can Nebraska stay composed when stuff doesn't go their way? Because last week they didn't have a lot of stuff go their way.
Not a lot of stress.
How about this though, guys? The most bizarre statistic of last week, and this is something that, if you're Colorado, you didn't get on tape when you were watching Nebraska from last week. Not a single blitz package. Nebraska didn't blitz one single time last week.
Anything.
So there's that piece of it where that they don't have that on tape to look at.
Yep.
Raff, you've been a huge, like all of us, but you've been like a major fan of Raiola. Tomorrow night, it is prime time. First time, I think it's the first time NBC's ever been to Nebraska. In how many years though?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
They're always Notre Dame.
Yeah, I mean, it has been for the most part Notre Dame.
It has been
which
years.
I want to get to that in the next segment.
Yeah.
I have an interesting angle for you.
Yes,
guys.
it has been years since NBC's been. Throw the network out of it. 6:30 game. We all know the history between Colorado and Nebraska. Raff, Raiola. Is he built for this moment?
He was born for this moment.
He
was born for this moment. I mean, we've talked about it. I mean, let's be honest. Since he was a little kid, he is born for this moment. I mean, look at all the hard years Matt Stafford had in Detroit, and he grew up around that, and he saw the way that Matt Stafford handled that, and then he ends up going to the Rams and gets his roses, wins the Super Bowl, and does this thing. Since he was a little kid, he's been around that fire. He's grown up with that. I mean, just the family, Raiola. I mean, that's a legendary name in Nebraska football. He's lived with that name since he was born. Did we know he was going to be the second coming of the greatest quarterback in the history of Nebraska? No, we did not know that, but that's what he is. That's where we're at. I don't think the spotlight's going to be too bright for Dylan Raiola.
C. Munden, what's up, brother? Good morning to you. He goes, stole my stat. Big stat leading to this game. Nebraska didn't blitz one time against UTEP. And we're able to keep them at bay with our corners and safeties, which you're spot on, C. Munden. Imagine Nebraska can do against a Colorado when blitzing. C. Munden, I'm with you, brother. I can't wait to see what Tony White has cooked up this week.
Guys, I know it's time. We're up against the break here. When we come back, I want to talk to you guys and present this game in a different light from a big picture standpoint.
Scaper, before we go to break, Scaper, I'm right with you. And Scaper, that's a great question. He goes, if Dylan wasn't our quarterback, how confident would you guys be? I would not be very confident. I'm just putting that right there. If Dylan was not our quarterback, I would not. And I think we have ample amount of history to prove why we wouldn't. History, but Scaper, you're right on, brother. Let me see right here. Folks, when we come back, let me see right here. Real quick, Thomas Lincoln says, good morning, Thomas. I know this is not is NU football, but can I get your thoughts on what you might think would happen in Michigan-Texas game? We'll talk about that as well when we come back, Thomas Lincoln, because I think that's going to be a heck of a game, but we'll talk about it. Folks, one more sleep. We got 2 more breaks, actually.
Do we?
Let's go fast.
No, I think it's one more break.
Just one.
Yeah, one more sleep and one more break.
We'll get there.
But we'll be back. That thing we do know for sure. It's The Drive, 93.7 A Ticket.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in September. Try their brand new caramel apple butter cream cheese or apple coffee cake muffins through their new partnership with local apple orchard Picnic Hill. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Football season is here, and that means that fall is here. So start the season off right with Holidays in Bennett with Tailored Life. Make plans to stop by Bennett from September 6th through the 8th for open houses for shops. And on Sunday, enjoy a street market with creative collabs with over 30 vendors, food trucks, and a kids zone. It's Holidays in Bennett from September 6th through the 8th. Make sure to stop and see Tailored Life, Garden, Home, and Gift when you stop by.
Water heater gone? Call Bryant. The price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. And in most cases, same-day replacement. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111.
If you're looking for tickets to the Colorado game, 93.7 The Ticket has you covered. There are 3 different ways to win one of 4 pairs of tickets. 1, like our 93.7 The Ticket page on Facebook and share the post. 2, follow our 93.7 The Ticket account on Twitter and repost the announcement post. 3, come on down to 1040 O Street, buy a drink from the mill, and enter your name in the box. All drawings will be done at noon on Friday. Get entered now. It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session, and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Are your feet just killing you? You feel like all hope is lost? Say goodbye to discomfort and hello to pain relief at Brown Shoe Fit. They offer expert advice along with high-quality products to help you find the right solution tailored to your specific needs. Need a different width? Not a problem. Brown's carries a wide range of widths in store. Brown Shoe Fit on 66th and Q. As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Sea-Doo dealership. Score up to $300 off or a free 2-year warranty on 2024 Sea-Doo Sparks and $500 off or a free 2-year warranty on all other brand new 2024 Sea-Doos. Rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of September. On or off-road, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered with a large selection of motorcycles and watercraft in stock at their new 27th and I-80 location. Hurry in, the clock is running down.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
Fall is the perfect time to work on outdoor projects. Whether you plan to install a fence or add shrubs to your landscape, don't risk an injury by hitting a buried power line. Always call 811 before you dig.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through September 10th is spend $50, get 2 sirloins free, limit of 4. Also, 15% off chocolate. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Highway 2 in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln, Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy family-friendly setting where good food and good friends come together. All you have to do is visit FlorialsNE.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations, place takeout orders, or get any catering, especially for that Nebraska versus Colorado game tomorrow night. Call Bess at Florial's, get your Florial's, turn on the television, and let's get a W.
Raff, I just want to hug your beard right now. You look like it looks like there should be pieces of beef jerky and fine foods in your beard right now.
I got this small Patrick Surtain figure.
I love it
from Jason, and he's now the second paid cornerback in the NFL after Jalen Ramsey signed a 3-year, $72 million deal.
It's a little figurine of Patrick Surtain, and it looks like a little gumball, a little black chewy ball.
Yeah,
little black chewy ball.
Are you getting hungry right now?
No. Well, I tell you who's going to be hungry tomorrow for that game tomorrow. Texas, Michigan, real quick to talk about Thomas Lincoln. A lot of people are not giving Michigan a chance in this, and I'm saying,
and I'm not either.
Nick, all I'm gonna say, y'all, be careful.
Yeah,
be careful is all I'm gonna say. And you know what? I think it's going to be a closer game than what people assume, and I could be wrong. But Michigan, folks, think about it.
You could be wrong.
Okay, Harbaugh is gone. Yes, they they still got athletes out there.
Yeah.
People are acting like Michigan doesn't have a football team.
Well, I think they were. I think there's a lot of uncertainty right now at the quarterback position,
and that is true.
I think there's a lot of. It's Warren is the. I think his name's Braylon Warren. Anyway, Warren is the quarterback, and
we got time. We got some time.
Anyway, Warren is the quarterback. They didn't start Alex Orji last week against Fresno State. Fresno State's no slouch. I'm not trying to say that they are, and Michigan barely escaped. I just think Texas is really good. I think maybe the question that we need to ask is how many points does the big house atmosphere make up for? Maybe that's the question.
What is the spread on this? I got to look this up real quick.
7.5. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'll just guess.
You said it with conviction. 7.5.
Yeah,
it'll be 7.5.
Well, actually, it opened up at 8. It opened up at 8. Now I'm down to 7.5 point Michigan.
It's actually 7 right now. It's actually 7. It's actually 7. The under's over 42. You guys, here's what. Okay, I'm going to say this, Thomas and Lincoln. I think that 7 is going to be right, and I still think Texas gets them, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
See, I don't know, man. Texas has just dudes all over the field. Starting at quarterback, we've already seen through a week and a half of college football how important the quarterback position is. I think we've just seen it. I mean, Georgia Tech had it. Florida State doesn't. Georgia had it. Clemson didn't. I mean, we're talking about these are top 25 teams that were ranked and got embarrassed by a team with a quality quarterback because their quarterback play was not up to par. Like DJ Uiagalelei, I love him, but like Florida State, they got big issues.
They got major issues.
But it all started because they misidentified who they wanted to go get out of the portal. Miami, on the other side, Miami identified Cam Ward over Will Howard.
Right.
And Miami looks like now probably the best team in the ACC.
Yeah.
It's there. I mean, there's the difference. And so
Ron says Texas by 2Ds. Hook 'em, Thomas Lincoln, buddy. He says hook 'em horns by 14. Don, appreciate you, brother. He says great show, guys. Can we get some love for Lincoln Northeast tonight? Going against Omaha Bryan. Absolutely. Rockets take care of business tonight against Omaha. Are they the Bearcats, Omaha Bryan?
Yeah, Bears.
Bears. Good luck to the Rockets. Rockets take care of business. Well, we got to take care of the city first. Absolutely. So, Don, appreciate you, man. Good luck to Northeast.
There's a Raff's road.
My buddy, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
My buddy Kevin Zimmerman, that's out in Iowa, lives out in Iowa. Good brother. He's from went to college here. Former Marine as well. Salute to all of our veterans and our men and women in uniform. He's an attorney for John Deere. I've spoken for them quite a few times. He's got a good stat right here. So, KZ, I appreciate this. The last time a true freshman quarterback wearing number 15 making his second career start, the Huskers beat the Buffs 52-7.
God, who is that?
Just like Dylan Raiola, Tommy was the top recruit in the nation. I was watching that game, KZ, and Tommy gave them fits. Calvin Jones gave them fits. And you know what, Raff? I was telling Raff this, Nick and Sarah. The late Travis Hill, God rest his soul. I know Big Brud, K-Dub, those guys the same age. It still didn't seem real, Raff, to see, Travis Hill making that interception, the first play of the game, basically, and getting an interception for us against Colorado, and knowing that, Travis Hill has gone on to be with the Lord. So it was cool watching that. But I don't think Dylan will be rattled, though, guys. I just don't see it.
He's born for this.
I just don't see. And like I said, could be wrong, yes. But I just see sometimes. I'm glad this. I'm going to tell you guys this. I'm glad this game is early in our schedule because you get dirty early. There'll be adversity tomorrow night. Make no doubts about it. Could be a pick or two tomorrow night. That's gonna be part of it. Yep. I want to see him get dirty early to where you shake that stuff off. You get acclimated early. You know what I'm saying? I don't want 3 cakewalk games because you really don't know where you stand at.
I mean, I'll take a cakewalk game tomorrow night just for the fun of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I like the fact that he's got to get dirty early. All the lights are on. I like the fact that it has to happen early.
Here's what I wanted to paint a picture for you guys. Think about the opportunity that awaits Nebraska tomorrow. You have a big recruiting weekend.
Yes.
Massive recruiting weekend.
Oh my gosh, the recruits that are in town.
And here's the thing is nowadays, not only are you were able to convince a plethora of recruits to come for the Colorado game. And this is something that they've been working on for months of setting up one of these big weekends. But guys, more so, these types of weekends are going to be fewer and far between the more success that Nebraska has. And let me explain why. In today's world of TV deals, contracts, who the Big Ten is associated with in terms of TV partners, in the Big Ten, where are the A-list games played?
11 o'clock.
11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So this worked out perfectly.
Yeah,
like this is, I want people to kind of take a step back and really embrace the opportunity that's tomorrow night from a big picture standpoint. Because not only, sure, on the field, Nebraska could get to 2-0. They can get a big win over Colorado. The rivalry piece is absolutely monumental. But from a program standpoint, Nebraska has the chance to really take a step forward in recruiting.
No idea.
Nebraska has a chance to really take a step forward tomorrow if they can get a win.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be in prime time. Memorial Stadium is always a great environment, but it adds some juice when you're at 6:30 at night, national television. And to mention, or to throw it on top of that, what's happened the last 3 years when you've been the one game that everybody's paying attention to? You've kind of laid eggs.
Yeah.
You've kind of laid eggs. From a program, big picture standpoint, Nebraska has a great opportunity. Opportunities like that are going to come fewer and far between because of big noon kickoff. And because if Nebraska plays Ohio State and Nebraska's 7-0 and Ohio State's 7-0, guess what? It's not going to be a night game. It's going to be Fox big noon kickoff at 11 a.m. It'll be a great atmosphere in Columbus. But even if that game was at home in Nebraska, since the Big Ten's not tied to ESPN, they want that slot, that A-list game, to be at 11 a.m. instead of 6:30 at night.
And here's another one for you. If Nebraska wins tomorrow night, you see them appear in the top 25 on Monday.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. I think you see them creep in there at that point. The reality is 6:30 tomorrow night. You got Texas, obviously, and Michigan early. You'll have Iowa State. Will play each other. I hope Iowa State bludgeons Iowa as far as that goes. I never had a problem with. Did you guys ever have a problem with Iowa State?
Iowa State, no, they're fine.
I never had a problem with Iowa State.
No, my favorite highlight with Iowa State was Eric Haig making the interception in overtime to seal the win.
That was huge.
And Ames.
That was huge. I remember on my recruiting trip, I went to Iowa State when Coach Walden was the coach there. And I loved him. I loved the environment there. But I also didn't want to lose for 5 years.
Some of the coldest games I've ever been to are at Iowa State.
Oh, it was brutally cold.
Very
but
cold.
Great campus, great environment. I love Iowa State. My disdain for Iowa as far as it goes. So I hope Iowa State beats the smoke out of Iowa. That game is another one to where, regardless of the record, those teams are going to come and play. Bringing it back tomorrow to our game tomorrow night, though. Nick, let me ask you this. We're going to go a little bit longer here. Nick, what are your keys for the game offensively and defensively?
Offensively, I think you got to take kind of a page out of North Dakota State's playbook. I think they ran the ball extremely effective on Thursday, last Thursday, a week ago Thursday, against this Colorado defense. I think Colorado's defensive line is improved. I don't think it's anywhere to the caliber of Nebraska's, though. And so I feel like for Nebraska, I think it's going to be a case of establish some sort of running game, whether that's with Dowdell, whether that's with Emmett Johnson, Ramir Johnson, whoever it is. I think you figure out a way to get them involved early on. And I think that also allows the nerves to settle down, because this is going to take, they can have all the conversations beforehand about how it's another game, another job to be done. But everybody understands. I mean, we just talked to Tomich, right? And he was talking about Tom Osborne was in there yesterday and talking about it. And I'm sure they've done things. Matt Rule talked about Earl Spence and Bud Crawford's fight and things like that. There's build up. There's build up for this game. And so the ability to calm the nerves is going to be something that's important. Defensively, I think it's what we talked about earlier, guys, the tackling, getting initial, head to the ball or, people to the ball, and guys just all out relentless effort is going to be what is the difference maker. And then obviously the usual things of turnovers and limiting blown assignments and pressure on the quarterback. Shedeur doesn't make a lot of mistakes. I think if Nebraska can keep this a pretty clean game and control what they can control, they should be just fine tomorrow.
Raff, keys offensively and defensively. Offense first.
Offensively, my key is I don't want any apprehension. I want Nebraska to come out on the attack right away. I want them to be the puncher. I don't want them to be. I want them to come out throwing their punches. Like Coach Rule said at the beginning of last week for UTEP, he talked about how Dylan, they're putting in everything. They're not holding anything back because he's a freshman. They're using everything at their what they have, and that's what I want tomorrow night. I want them to come out and attack.
To that point, Raff, I think there's going to be something interesting to see if Colorado scores first. How does Nebraska respond? Like if Nebraska punts and then Colorado answers with a score, or Colorado takes the ball and instantly scores, what's the response look like from Nebraska's offense? I think there's confidence in it not being panic.
Yep.
But also, we haven't seen that
that's
from
AD
this
talks
offense
about.
specific.
That's getting a little dirty early.
Yep. There you go.
Something like that.
I want to see them get dirty early. I want to see them down. I want to see them stressed. How you deal with it. Pete Ferguson, I'm not even reading this.
Cowboys are horrible.
The Cowboys by 10. Nick, excellent assessment of the Cowboys. Pete, there's not enough radio time to talk about the demise of the Dallas Cowboys.
So I want Nebraska's offense to attack. I don't want them to have apprehension.
Defensively,
I've been talking about the whole entire time. If they have to blitz, which I'm sure they've got packages dialed up for it, but I don't want them to have to depend on the blitz. I want that death row defensive line to dominate that game. They get one of the key things too is when I talk dominate, it's not always getting to him, but staying in your lanes. Because where does he make his? I mean, yes, he does make plays in the pocket. We saw that, but where he's really dangerous is when he creates that extra 3 seconds. He gives his receivers a chance to run around, do something off clock, and then he makes that throw. So Nebraska's got to keep that pocket, put the pressure, keep him in the pocket, take chances, and then hopefully, Nash can just get all over the interior, the A and B gaps.
I like it. Hizzlebear, what's up, brother? I'm not sure. We'll be in the studio from 4 to 6. So Hizzlebear, if you come down between 4 and 6.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. We are not having an open to public tailgate tomorrow.
It's private. That's right.
Yes.
But the Kindler Hotel.
Yeah, come on down by the Kindler Hotel. We'll be out there.
Kindler
part
Hotel.
of us out there.
Kindler Hotel. There'll be a lot of guys coming in out there.
Station from like 3 o'clock on.
Private.
First of all, the mill's not open past I think 2. But
there's a private party going on here, right?
Nothing at the studio tomorrow. Come on by the Kindler Hotel though and say what's up.
Hizzlebear. Did you see it? That BS. You guys, here.
You can always come and wave outside the window, though.
There you
Ralph's
go.
roadies love the window.
Yeah, we're gonna be handing out merch outside and stuff. We just won't be able to invite you in, unfortunately.
I'm the tall guy, tall skinny guy.
Yeah, I would say tall skinny guy now, man. Absolutely. I would say defensively, there's two names we better be cognizant of tomorrow. 2 names that we got to be cognizant of. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, you can. Come on in. What's happening?
Hello.
Come on.
Bring that mic up right in front of you.
Miss Larson, come on.
Simple as that.
Come on.
We thought we were doing just a quick drop off of some Lincoln High gear.
We got Miss Larson in the house, linked to Literacy. We were talking a lot about reading today, and Jared Tomich, former Nebraska defensive end, talked about his learning, his struggles with learning, how he graduated, became academic, all the rest of those great things. Tell us real quick about the event that you guys had a couple weeks ago, how well it went.
Yes. So we were on the air a lot over the last few weeks. We had our Word Stock event. It was a huge community book exchange. I'm sure you heard about it if you've been listening to the ticket at all for the last month, but it went amazing. We had probably, I think, about 600 plus people turn up. Thousands and thousands of books went home with kids, with parents, with just the whole city. So
love it.
Awesome event.
Thank you so much for doing that event. And when you have other ones to come up, Larson, come talk to us.
All right.
We got it. And thank you for my link. And Miss Marky Larson, my Lincoln, look at that. The L, baby.
Still waiting, Southeast.
The L,
Still
baby.
waiting.
Yeah.
Lincoln High, what?
Where's my Southeast?
You know.
Still
I'm
waiting.
open for business. I'm open for hire.
Thank you
so
much.
Still
Yeah,
waiting, Southeast.
Go Big Red.
Still waiting, Southeast.
He's
Where you
got
at,
a glove on,
Southeast?
too. I like that. Raff, that was you as a kid.
Is that CJ Stroud? Got his Houston Texans ball.
You guys, I am so excited for this game tomorrow. I'm going to tell you 2 names that I want to meet is our linebackers. We know what Big Ty, we know what Nash in the middle. We know all those things right now. Secondary is going to have a great, play disciplined. They're going to have to play. Obviously, here's the thing about it. They're going to have to play a weight ball. And here's the reality, guys. there's going to be some big plays. You're not shutting Jimmy Horn down. You're not shutting Hunter down. You want to slow them down. Shador, reason why he's a top 10 quarterback, as far as the draft. He's going. We already know that. However, just slow them down. Just slow them down. That's all you got to do. They're going to score. They're going to score, but just slow them down. But also, Nick, I'm going to say this. We are also going to score.
Yeah.
And a lot.
One thing that went under the radar last week, guys, Nebraska stayed on schedule. There was not a 3rd and 9. There was not a 3rd and 12. There was, maybe there was few and far between. But for the most part, Nebraska stayed on schedule. They averaged 5 yards per carry.
Right.
And it's that old thought of like, hey, get 4 yards per play, and you're in pretty good shape on 3rd down.
Real quick here, Dirty Tony, the boys appreciate you. He goes, my 2-year-old daughter absolutely loves her new books from Links to Literacy event. She would have taken home 400 books if we didn't let her. Thank you. Appreciate it, Dirty Tony, the boys. And I will definitely let Larson and the team from Link to Literacy know that as well. Appreciate it. You guys, offensively, I think here's going to be the playbook's going to be open. Dylan, I think, is going to come out very composed. I really do. Is there going to be mistakes? I think there will be. I know there will be. But you want to minimize those. And the other part of it is this: pound the ball. Pound the ball. So here's my expectation for the offense. Here's my 2 keys for the offense. Establish the run game. Take care of the football. I know that sounds rudimentary, but that's football, though.
Yeah. You set up your run game and opens up your play action passes.
That's when your tight ends are out, the flats are open. Because we already know Colorado's defense is porous. It's very porous. Establish the run game first. And Coach Osborne would take beatings about that over the years. Well, why do you do this? Because if you have a run game, it opens up the pass. You can't tell me a Super Bowl team or a national championship team that didn't have a run game. That opened up the pass. Then you let big 6'4" Naylor get open. You let big 6'4" Banks get open. You get the crossing routes. You get Fedoni and the rest of those guys on the little short slot routes, just the screen pass, etc. That's what opens up the pass game. But you got to establish the run game. I'm going to tell you right now, Colorado's defense is not expecting what we're going to throw at them tomorrow right now because the physicality we're going to show. Having Coach Osborne there tomorrow talking yesterday, those guys, I'm telling you right now, y'all, here's my scores real fast.
Yep.
Nick, what's your score for tomorrow?
38-28 Nebraska.
38-28 Nebraska. Raff, what you got?
I'm going to go with 34-20.
I got
Colorado.
You kidding me? We got the Heisman Trophy contender, Dylan Raiola, getting the start. Let's roll.
I said 30-24 yesterday. I'm saying 36-24 Nebraska.
Guys, can I throw in one thing that we have not mentioned that's not X's and O's related?
Absolutely.
Can you stay disciplined?
Big time.
Which team allows emotion in the heat of the moment to get the best of them?
You know what? VJ told me to go a tad long. Here, I want to find, but keep going. I want to find this
seriously, because we saw it from the get-go at home. Colorado, a week ago yesterday against North Dakota State, we saw Shiloh Sanders have some extracurricular stuff. Part of this factors in the referees and the I do want to know. But no, we haven't factored in the referees. I think the way to do this is to call it extremely tight and from the get-go. I think this is a game in a rivalry matchup under the lights where the referees, and I'll tell Husker and caution fans watching the game this, don't be surprised if they're calling every little thing tomorrow night at the start of the game, because it's important for the officials to set the precedent and the regulations early. How are they going to call it? Because how they call it in the first quarter is how they're going to have to call it in the third and the fourth quarter. And so if you allow offensive pass interference, if you allow all the extracurricular stuff as soon as the game starts, then you're going to allow it in crunch time when it's a 1 or 2 possession game. And you don't want that if you're a fan of either side.
I want you guys to listen to this real quick. I want you to take a listen to this. Not that one, but keep going, Nick.
That's the thing it's can Nebraska avoid extracurricular penalties?
Here we go.
We're in better condition. We have more depth. So just keep hammering them. That's the main thing you got to do is hit them now. They're going to get rejuvenated a little bit at the half. Just keep going after them now in this third quarter. In the fourth quarter, we'll be able to do what we want to do. We need a lot of pressure on that quarterback. As you can see, when he's under pressure, he does not do well. So keep pressuring him, whether it's 4-man, 5-man, 6-man, whatever it is. Be sound in your coverage. Make sure you communicate. Let's just keep playing physical football, and we'll get it done. Don't let anybody ever lose confidence. We're going to get it done. It's going to happen. And it'll happen late in the ball game, probably. If we keep going, we're going to be all right. We still haven't got a turnover, I don't think, do we? Let's see if we can't get a couple, 3 turnovers this half. Fellas, now one last thing. Listen to me. I'll promise you this. If you guys will get your hands down, they're going to get a critical penalty at a time that's going to kill them. I mean, we do not want the dead ball foul. You understand that? So I don't want anybody being a banty rooster. I don't want anybody pushing or shoving because it's going to be 2 flags and offsetting penalties. The thing that you can do that will hurt those guys the most is to have the penalty walked off. You can't hurt a guy with all this equipment on. So don't be pushing them out. And I don't want to see one more incident of that. Just play hard.
That's the thing.
Nick, when you mentioned discipline.
That's the biggest thing is are you able, once again, to control yourself?
You see the goosebumps?
Oh, yeah.
When Coach Osborne said that to us in the locker room, and Raff, like you mentioned, and Nick, you just said discipline. Yep. When Coach Osborne said that 30 years ago now, 30 years ago, and the 30-year reunion will be tomorrow, we'll be with a bunch of teammates tonight. We'll be on the field tomorrow before the game. When Coach Osborne said it, he goes, we don't want the dead ball penalties. Yep. And he goes, it's going to cost him. It's going to cost him. When you mention discipline, I will be shocked if Colorado doesn't have a personal foul tomorrow.
And here's the thing.
And I don't want us to get involved with that.
And maybe Nebraska will too. Like, here's the thing. There is something to be said about if they do something towards one of your teammates. Yeah, okay. You know what?
You got to protect home. You're right.
You're going to protect your guys.
That's right.
So I don't mean that, okay, yeah, just go ahead and let them, throw Dylan's head into the turf. Like, that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm saying is the extracurricular stuff, punches, shoving, after the plays, allow the game to be played on the field and in between the whistles.
Yeah, and I want Nebraska to come out. I want them to play excited, but I want them to stay within themselves because you're going to have a big crowd there, and it's going to be a hornet's nest there tomorrow night because we're putting Nebraska nice away for the day.
I'm excited.
We're putting Nebraska nice away for the night. So that crowd's going to be amped up. So the team, you don't want to come out and just go nuts right away and then not have anything. So I want them to be controlled enthusiasm.
Real quick, Thomas Lincoln, I'll mention these names again. He goes, who should you worry about on the Colorado's defense? Here's the names that stick out to me. Travis Hunter, of course. Preston Hodges, the one corner. DJ McKinney Jr. is the other corner. You got Shiloh Sanders, of course, as a strong safety. And a guy that is a headhunter is a free safety. That's Cameron Craig, Sr. So those are the guys in their secondary. Defensively, defensive line, there's really no one that jumps out on me in the defensive line. But that secondary, Colorado's got a very pesky and a very physical secondary. So, like I mentioned, but they're going to be stressed as well with Dylan back there, of course, Banks, Neor, and the rest of the crew that is out there. So, folks, we are going to wrap it up. And barbecue analysts, don't be a banty rooster. When Coach Osborne said that, don't be a banty rooster.
Yeah,
I miss those old sayings that he said right there as well, folks. It is time to get busy. We are done right now.
Blanchard's fired up. He's ready for game day.
Raff, take us home, man.
All right, everyone. Actually, can we hold the music for 1 second? 1 second. Sorry. We got an RGT. We got to give this RGT. It's proudly sponsored by Cigars Lounge, 800 Q Street.
We got to get from my boy Silk,
It's from 12 to 5. Go in there, say you're listening to The Drive, and 93.7 the ticket. Get 15% off. But today's Raff's Good Take goes out to the Hall of Famer tonight,
Daniel King.
Congratulations. I will say this. Back in 1989, probably it was. And Lincoln Southeast would play Lincoln High. And Daniel King, I did not know his name was Daniel King until 15 years ago.
Because we all called him Silky.
Everybody called him Silky. And I would say in Lincoln, Nebraska, he's probably one of the first guys that had a nickname that the coaches at Lincoln Southeast on the scouting reports, it didn't say Daniel King. It said Silky.
Right.
I never knew his name. I just knew Silky. So when I met Daniel King, I'm like, I thought you were Silky. But congratulations, brother. I mean, it is much deserved, and I hope you enjoy everything that brings with it tonight.
Absolutely.
So,
Daniel
your
King,
Raff's Good Take, brother.
Either RGT, Silk, your entire family, man. I love you, bro. I've known Silk since we were in 5th grade at Clinton Elementary School. Silk is also, he's a principal there in Omaha, Nebraska, and does amazing things, changing kids' lives. Silk, welcome to the Lincoln High Hall of Fame. I couldn't be prouder, brother. You are my brother. You and your family, Mama and Dad Massey, I love you guys. Silk, keep changing lives, man. And welcome to the Lincoln High Hall of Fame. Well deserved, man. Keep shining, keep changing lives. Raff, take us home, man.
All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Be nice to each other and go Big Red.